Hey guys! So, I have been baking cookies literally all day long. Like, it is about 7 o'clock at night and I started at around like 11-ish. So, I just need to take a break and make a video that is not a book haul. Sorry. Don't worry, there's probably more coming, but excuse me being literally covered in flour, but I just needed to get out of the kitchen and the dining room area. It was just, ugh. Okay, so I am coming to you today with a really exciting video that I have been looking forward to filming, and these are the books that I am most excited about in 2016. So I'm going to start off with the sequels that I tried to limit, but they're ones that I think everybody is looking forward to, so yeah. The first one that I have to mention is The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. Who else is beyond ready for this finale? Because I feel like it's going to be huge and I'm really excited for it. And that comes out on April 26th, so we still have a ways to go. But I am just so excited for this conclusion to the Raven Boys series. I feel like everything is going to hit the fan in this book and I'm just so excited for it. That's it. That's all I gotta say. And the next two books I'm going to kind of lump together because it's the same author. And the first one is Stars Above by Marissa Meyer, and this comes out relatively soon. This comes out on February 2nd, and this is just going to be, I'm assuming, a collection of novellas that all pertain to the Lunar Chronicles, because now that winter's out and the series is over, she has kind of a bunch of little stories that fit in between the books that she is releasing fairly soon, so I'm looking forward to that. She is also releasing a book called Heartless, and that is coming out on November 8th, and this, I believe, is just another retelling. I don't think it's going to be in the Lunar Chronicles world, but she's really good at the fairy tale retelling books, so I'm looking forward to it. But this is a retelling of the backstory, I believe, of the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, so I'm kind of excited to see what she's gonna do in a different setting, but still a fairy tale retelling. I don't know. So I'm just really excited for these two books. The next sequel that I am really pumped about, and everybody is just counting down to, that is A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir, and this is the sequel to An Ember in the Ashes, which is one of the best releases of 2015 in my opinion, and I am just so ready to continue this series. I just hope that it's going to live up to everything that the first one was, because that one was just a roller coaster of action and excitement and emotion. I'm just so excited for it. That comes out on August 30th, so we have a ways to go. That's really late into the year, but we'll get there. The next book that I'm really excited about is The Rose and the Dagger, and this is by Renee Ahdieh. This is the sequel to The Wrath and the Dawn, yet another of 2015's best releases in my opinion. I feel like this world is going to get pretty big and intense, and I'm just really excited to see where the characters go because I think it's about to expand a lot, and I'm just really excited to see where the story takes us. That comes out on May 3rd. And the last sequel that I'm going to include in this video, the other half is going to be standalones or new releases, but that is Morningstar by Pierce Brown, the final book in the Red Rising trilogy, and I'm just so excited for this. It's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be a roller coaster because first one was super intense and action-packed, and then the second one is just like, ah! So yeah, Morningstar, February 9th, not that far away, really pumped. The next book that I'm really looking forward to is starting to build some hype recently. I found out about it not too long ago and I feel like it's starting to build, but that book is Riders by Veronica Rossi, and she wrote, I believe, the Under the Never Sky series. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I have not read it, so I don't necessarily have opinions about the author yet, but it just sounds like a very cool story. I pretty much know that it's about a boy who is, I believe, training in the army, and he dies in combat, and he comes back to life as one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And it just sounds like a very cool story. It sounds very dark, and I'm really excited to read this book. And this comes out on February 16th. The next book that I'm really excited about is called Reign of Shadows by Sophie Jordan. Sophie Jordan is steadily becoming one of my favorite YA authors, and she's not very big, and I don't really know why. But she wrote the Firelight trilogy, the Dragon trilogy, and she's written the Uninvited series with the DNA and the serial killers and stuff. But this is apparently her first take on high fantasy, and there's not very much synopsis available yet, but it just sounds really good. It sounds like high fantasy, star-crossed lovers, and I'm pretty excited to see her take on that. But it comes out on February 9th, so I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. The next book that I'm excited about is also coming out in February. February, I feel like, is going to be a very expensive month for book lovers because it seems like everything is being released then. But that is Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. Ruta Sepetys is such a beautiful writer. She wrote Between Shades of Grey and Out of Easy. And with this book, it seems like she's returning back to World War II, only this time it's told from the perspective of people from East Prussia, I believe, trying to find salvation on a ship that is leaving. And all the synopsis says is that tragedy strikes and everybody has to band together to survive. Based on the cover, I'm gonna go with the shipwrecks, and they have to survive that. But her writing is always just really emotional, and it's heavy because she battles really dark topics, but I loved Between Shades of Grey, and I'm just really excited to read pretty much anything by her. She's also tackling historical fiction in YA, which is not a very common genre, so I'm a big fan of hers, so I'm looking forward to this. This is coming out February 2nd. The next book that I'm really excited about is The Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. And Alison Goodman wrote Eon and Iona, but I don't think she's come out with anything else. And I loved those books, so I'm really excited to read pretty much anything by her. This is coming out on January 12th, and from the synopsis on Goodreads, it sounds like it's set in the early 1800s, and a girl is getting ready to present herself to the queen when one of her housemates goes missing. So she starts to delve into the dark alleyways and streets of London and kind of befriends a demon hunter. So there's obviously some supernatural elements going on in there, but it just sounds very appealing, and I'm really excited to see what she does outside of high fantasy and Asian folklore. This is a completely different world, so I'm really excited to see what she does with it. And this comes out on January 26th. And the last book that I want to talk about for now, I feel like there's probably going to be another really exciting 2016 releases video coming from me once they release more books. This one just sounds like the most intriguing and abstract book, and it's called Wink Poppy Midnight. First of all, love the cover. I mainly want it for the cover. But this is written by April Genevieve Tucholk, I think, and it is coming out on March 22nd. And all that I can find out about it is a book being compared to other authors and books, which sometimes throws me off, but the vast array of authors and stories that they're comparing this book to is really appealing. It says that it has the intrigue of the virgin suicides, the unknown narration of the unbecoming of Mara Dyer. It's for fans of Holly Black, We Were Liars, and the Raven Boys. It just sounds really appealing. I know the three main characters' names are Wink, Poppy, and Midnight, and I don't know, just based on the hype that they're building for this book, based off what they're comparing it to, it's kind of getting to me, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited. This comes out on March 22nd, and I'm just waiting to see what people think of it. I'm really excited for this one. So those are the 10, kind of 11-ish, that novella I threw in there as an extra. Books that I am most anticipating in 2016. I'm sure there's going to be a ton more. There's a ton of sequels coming out this year to series that I either need to get to reading or just haven't read yet, or everything's so exciting for 2016. So that's gonna be it for this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye!